Around 11 years ago, a 4chan user made a post after they found something very strange inside a broken Wii U. What it turned out to be was absolutely horrifying. Let's investigate. If you enjoy internet mysteries and generally disturbing content, feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications for more content like this. If you're interested in supporting the channel, you can become a Ko-fi member or a channel member to gain access to uncut videos and other perks, or you can leave me a tip by clicking the thanks under this video. Thanks to anyone who considers this. In December 2013, a 4chan user posted a photo of what looked to be a piece of shit on the video games board, with the caption, "I bought a Wii U, but it was broken, so I opened the Wii U and this thing was inside. What the hell is this?" Anon followed up with a few more photos, and within just 3 minutes, it became clear that this was not in fact a piece of shit, it was something much, much worse. The fourth photo they shared was after they broke this thing apart, and inside was around 17 dead spiders. There appeared to be 2 different types of spiders, some larger and darker in colour, others smaller and lighter, though the smaller ones may have been the same species, just younger. I'm not a spider expert, so feel free to clarify in the comments if you know more than me. For anyone who isn't scared of spiders, don't worry, this story is about to get so much worse. But as someone who has arachnophobia so bad that I once avoided my living room and just festered in my bedroom for 3 months because there was a medium-sized spider on the loose downstairs, I'd already be making plans to move house if I found this. The first reply on the post was, "At least the spiders are already dead. Whatever happened, it's an egg opened too soon, or an egg that never managed to open. The spiders must have devoured each other to stay alive, and eventually grew to max capacity and truly died. The size shows they're adults, but the colour shows they literally have no plating or skin. The spiders lived lives like we did, in the dark." So that last sentence was unexpectedly deep, but oh naive Anon, you really have no idea what's about to transpire here. A couple of minutes later, the OP posted a new photo of one of the spiders, captioned, "This one was still alive." The next commenter assumed that this spider had eaten all his brothers to stay alive, which is a pretty reasonable assumption after the other comment suggesting the shit-looking thing was an egg. But notice how the other dead spiders don't look like they've been eaten. It's not like they're missing legs or chunks out of their abdomens. Perhaps there were more spiders before that had been totally devoured by the living spiders, but then why didn't the rest survive by doing the same? Well, maybe they weren't dead at all. The next comment read, "Okay, I googled it for you, OP. That's a dirt dauber nest. The spiders are paralysed inside of it. If they're not dead by now, and they're actually fresh catches, they're gonna be waking up soon. This spider kind of looks like a brown recluse. If you let it sting you, your arm is gonna start rotting while you're alive. They're gonna be waking up soon is giving the same vibe as the call is coming from inside the house, and it's absolutely terrifying. That's 2 pretty huge bombshells dropped there. The spiders might not even be dead, and if they bite, they could well cause OP to start rotting while he's still alive. I've honestly never heard of wasps paralysing spiders before, so you learn something horrifying every day, I guess. Mud daubers or mud wasps is a name used for various different types of wasp which build their nests from mud. Most are about 1 inch long, but the size varies. They aren't usually aggressive and don't often sting, but they can if provoked. Their main prey are spiders, and according to Wikipedia, quote, "To capture a spider, the wasp grabs it and stings it. The venom from the sting does not kill the spider, but paralyzes and preserves it so it can be transported and stored in the nest cell until consumed by the larva. A mud dauber usually lays its eggs on the prey item and then seals it into the nest cell with a mud cap. This is the first time I've ever heard about this, so obviously I'm not too knowledgeable on it, but I did find a few photos on Google Images of nests that look very similar to the 4chan Anon's photo, and without any better suggestions as to what this thing might be, I think it's safe to assume it is a mud dauber nest. Anyway, it doesn't even matter too much to me what it is. The more pressing matter is the 17 spiders contained within it. The last comment suggested that they were brown recluse spiders. Thankfully, I've never encountered one as we don't have them in the UK, but going off photos, it's certainly plausible they are what's in Anon's photo. As the comment said, brown recluse bites can cause necrotic skin lesions and can lead to bad reactions, especially in children, sometimes even resulting in death. Thankfully, contrary to popular belief, this isn't common, and the majority of bites heal without treatment and cause no further problems. The spiders are usually only found in the south and central US, so if you live outside of one of those areas, it's highly unlikely you'll ever encounter one, though it's not beyond the realm of possibility for an occasional one to end up in different countries when transported with goods, or, I guess in this case, in a mud dauber nest inside a Wii U. Considering around half or more 4chan users are American, there's a decent chance that Anon is from an area where brown recluses are found. As I said, if he was bitten, he's unlikely to experience any major problems like his skin rotting, but I really wouldn't want to take my chances with around 17 of them. Apparently only 10% of bites require medical intervention, so maybe you have a 90% chance of being fine after one bite, but I don't know if that would apply to multiple bites by various different spiders. If Anon didn't see the comments warning him of the gravity of the situation, all of them could wake up and be wandering around his house, which honestly sounds like an absolute nightmare. There was another comment on the post that implied that the spiders could actually be Chilean recluse spiders, which are much more dangerous. Wikipedia provides a pretty good summary of the risks of being bitten by one of these. Quote, "Disease may range from a minor bite with mild skin irritation to severe skin necrosis, called cutaneous loxoscelism, to a less common syndrome in 10 to 15% of cases, a systemic illness called viscerocutaneous loxoscelism, because it involves inner organs. Cutaneous loxoscelism results from serious bites, causing a necrotizing skin ulcer in about 50% of bites with destruction of soft tissue and may take months and rarely years to heal, leaving deep scars. The damaged tissue will become gangrenous, black, and eventually slough away. Initially, there may be no pain from a bite, but over time, the wound may grow to as large as 10 inches, 25 centimeters in extreme cases. Bites are felt initially, but may take up to 7 hours to cause visible damage. More serious systemic effects may occur before this time, as venom of any kind spreads throughout the body in minutes. Viscerocutaneous loxoscelism manifests with skin blanching due to vasoconstriction, sometimes a dengue-like scarlatiniform rash, hemolysis, sometimes resulting in hemoglobinuria, hemolytic anemia, and acute tubular necrosis, leading to kidney failure and death in 3 to 4% of cases, per a study covering 30 years of bites in Chile. In Peru, viscerocutaneous loxoscelism occurs in 27.2% of cases. In Chile, it occurs in 15.7%, and in the state of Santa Catarina, in Brazil, it occurs in 13.1%. In a period from 1955 to 2000, 250 cases of loxoscelism were studied in Santiago, Chile. Cutaneous loxoscelism occurred in 81.2% of cases, 203, while the most severe form, viscerocutaneous loxoscelism, occurred in 18.8%, 47. Of the 47 who had viscerocutaneous loxoscelism, 9 died, representing a mortality rate of 19.1%. For Anon's sake, I hope to God he doesn't live in South America, and that they are brown recluses and not Chilean recluses. Whatever they are, I was trying to find out how likely it is that they will wake up, and came across a Reddit post that's somewhat related. It was on the Tarantulas subreddit and was titled, "How do we help this paralysed tarantula?" It read, "We very randomly just came across this tarantula near our house. There was a tarantula wasp circling it on the ground, and I remember reading about this, so we reckon it was in the process of dragging the tarantula paralysed back to a den to lay its egg inside it. I'm terrified of spiders, but have become quite attached to the tarantulas we find around our garden and house. We killed the wasp and brought the tarantula inside in a box. I'm unsure how long it will remain paralysed and what, if anything, we can do to help it. Also, what kind is this? We had one in our house the other day. They look different from the Peruvian blues we've previously found. Thank you for any advice. Oh, we are in the Andes of Peru, 3,000 meter altitude." I really admire OP for being terrified of spiders but still wanting to help it. I think I'd be the same. As scared as I am, I don't like killing things and I hate seeing them suffer, even spiders. So I would have to find a way to take care of it, but I certainly would struggle. Anyway, it's a bit of a different situation as this spider wasn't taken inside a nest, but it was still paralysed by a sting. The commenters provided some suggestions on how OP can take care of the spider, named Bluey, and they posted a couple of updates since then. 4 months later, she had made some progress and was starting to move a bit, but it sounded like she was enjoying the special needs pet life and was choosing not to walk properly so OP wouldn't release her back into the wild. That's how OP perceived her behaviour anyway, which is honestly kinda cute. OP knew she wasn't anywhere near ready to leave though, and seeing as they were leaving Peru in a few months, they were hoping another Redditor might be able to take Bluey in. Around 3 weeks ago, OP posted another update stating that she was starting to move around her habitat and that she is still recovering but moving more. I don't know how applicable Bluey's story is to this one. As I said, they're pretty different circumstances, totally different spiders stung by totally different wasps, but I wasn't able to find much information on brown recluse spiders recovering after being paralysed in a mud dauber nest. For spiders in general, it seems like it's certainly possible, but they're probably not just gonna wake up and suddenly start running around the place like normal. It'd likely take them a while to fully recover. So let's hope Anon read the comments and has time to act before it's too late. One of the later comments read, "Guys, if OP had this in his Wii U, then it can't just be one of them. What if an employee put one of these in everybody's Wii U at the store OP goes to? Nobody knows where on earth OP lives, but you could be living right next to him and buying a Wii U from the same store he goes to. Just imagine it. You could be buying a Wii U with one of the same things OP has." At first, I was wondering how and why an employee or anyone would be putting this mud dauber nest in a Wii U, and it seemed a bit ridiculous that there might be others. But the more I think about it, I don't know how the nest would actually get inside a Wii U if someone didn't put it there, so maybe it's not beyond the realm of possibility that there were other Wii U's containing such horrors. This story actually ends on a bit of a cliffhanger, not only with the possibility that there were more of these nests in unknown places, but Anon's final comment was, "OP here, they weren't dead and they started to move. I ran out of my house and called the exterminator. I'm posting from my cell phone." As we established before, it's unlikely that the spiders would have regained full mobility soon. It might even take weeks or months, but Anon probably did the right thing. It's better safe than sorry. I wasn't able to find any updates since then, and I'm guessing they survived, but I don't think I'd ever want to return to my home after that many spiders had been there. This post has been shared online a number of times since it first appeared on 4chan, and some have claimed the post is fake, pointing to a Reddit post using the same photos, with the OP claiming they found this nest in their kitchen. This post is actually from a couple of months after the 4chan post though, and I wasn't able to find these photos posted anywhere else before the 4chan post in December 2013. Of course, it is possible that Anon found these photos elsewhere on a site that's now been deleted, but either way, the photos themselves appear to be real. Even if the backstory is fabricated, someone, somewhere, found this nest, broke it open, to find 17 potentially dangerous spiders that may well have been paralysed and not dead, and that's still absolutely terrifying, no matter how they came across them. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts in the comments, plus any suggestions you might have for a future video. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. Huge thank you to my Ko-fi members and channel members whose names are on screen now. I really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in a new video.